I think I've just loaded the wrong save. We will find out when I get in a moment. But hello everyone, welcome to It's Not Friday. Because it's not Friday. It's Thursday. And welcome. So, I will know from looking. I can tell you straight away. I have loaded into the wrong ship. This is another project for another day, and it's not finished. So I will actually have to quit that out and load into the correct save, because that was silly. So we need that one. Hello there, Star. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome. I'm having a what should have been a traumatic Tuesday start by loading the wrong save. Just what we need to do. Yes, working and lurking. And I bet you're glad you're indoors, considering it absolutely fucking tipped it down earlier. I mean, it's mental when you look at the weather fluctuations. And again, we've got our lovely long... It does this on a second load. Not the first load, the second load. Every time you jump from one save to another, there's a second load. Always sticks to a long white. So here we are. We've got the finishing music. I don't know why we've got the finishing music. That makes no sense. So if I move to the back of the ship... Hello there, Wolfie. Ooh. Sorry, I got distracted there. Hello there, Wolfie. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, enjoying the weather. Are you enjoying the weather? So yes, here we are. We're back to enjoy the Star Destroyer, which is underneath me. If I lift up, obviously we've got the... I mean, the Corvette's a decent size, and even though it is slightly closer to the camera, it does kind of give you the idea of, oh my god, I'm in a cloud! What the heck? That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Let's try that one again without the wrong button, shall we? Because I'm now stuck inside. Get out of the fucking ship! Right, let's try that without the clouds. Yes, I saw the thing. I haven't had time to look at it yet, but it did look amusing. I thought, right, I'll have to do that. There, I didn't even remove the clouds, but that gives you an idea to, like I say, the Corvette's closer, but it's not by much, but it's closer. But it gives you an idea to scale and size. And thinking of videos, and I'll be checking the one that Wolfie sent me later. Look, this is what happens when you jump off your thing and you're a bit too high. You now float over. Oh, it's tea spitting good, is it? Oh well, that's going to be fun. I shall enjoy having a look at that. But I also posted on the Downloads Radio page on Facebook the fact that Chris Cross, who amazing builder, people remember from streams where I have been stuck. One in particular, it was 10 minutes, I was stuck in my ship. I could use camera mode, but I couldn't do anything else. My game had basically said, nope, this place is too complex, I cannot cope. Well, he has managed, via PC, to build a small Corvette, very small, very basic, and then from there he built a base which was Bender from Futurama, holding a bottle of whiskey and smoking a cigar, and as he does, and then he managed to take the base, map it to his Corvette, and then fly around the solar system with Bender, the robot. I've put the thing in on the Facebook thing, so It's hilarious. He goes through how he does it and that. So yeah, right. What we do need to do is get myself from this mode to actually standing. Yeah, I'm currently stuck. Ooh, hang on. Well, that was weird. Right. Oh no! I need to get back up. Oh, damn, coming up. There you go. Yes. Aha! I have to go through a teleporter whilst I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Don't get stuck. Oh, this is ridiculous. Right, hang on. Go into. Right, why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Right, if I go into build mode and right, just detach myself momentarily. Put that there. Copy. I can't believe I'm having to do this. All because for whatever reason my I am stuck in my. Oh, come on. Okay. If I then take. No, wrong one. If I take that, go back to snap. Don't know why it won't let me put that one there. Right, here we go. Aha! Now I can move. Right, going through the teleporter should cure. Oh, you are taking the piss. There you go. Now I'm on the ground. Now I can walk. Bloody hell! How to get stuck on board your ship? Right. Now I've got to do the repair work. Because I need to pop you back there. Take out that. Take out the ramp. And put that there. Right. Now we can finally get on to what we're meant to be doing, which is building the Star Destroyer. So, we did make a start with the sides here when we were talking corvettes. So we've got part of the side done. So we do need to do the whole hang on, there you go. Tilty sidey swipey bit to get the thing set backwards a fraction, which if I remember is just a simple, yeah, pop that out, go to standard word, triangle, there you go, that should be the piece we need. We then go to one of them, put that in there, then put that there, so that goes back to there. Then we can put that there. Then we go to walls, because we need ice cream. No? Okay, fair enough. I know it wasn't that funny, but come on. Let's pop you out of the way. Right. Then we can remove that. Then we go back to one of them. And then we pop to there. Then we take that out. I'm trying to remember exactly where I need to get this positioned. Oh yes, that's it. Like so. And then there we go. So we've got that in place. Obviously now what we need is the let's see, we go to, well, I could just do this the easy way, couldn't I? And just like copy, There we go. I mean, all you've got to do is alternate, and I keep getting that wrong. I mean, once you've got your initial piece in place, it's quite straightforward. It's just then a case of, well, we just need to go down here and do this. Like I say, it's a shame that we don't have the part count displayed for us. I mean, as we know, it is counted because the game will tell you when you've run out of parts. And sometimes it'll even say, oh yeah, you've got X number of these that you can build. It does that with the Corvette building as well, of course. Like I say, the expedition, a little bit of a letdown with the fact that you don't really get anything big from doing the expedition, because the space suit that you get, well, you get that in just playing the game, sort of thing. It's like easy. So it's almost like the expedition is like you just do it for fun. There's not really anything to get. Just remember, if you do use one of your main saves, to then transfer the pieces you want to keep into the console in the anomaly before you exit out and end the save. We've almost got this side done. Right. There we go. And then, of course, we've got this piece to remove. Oh my God, that moved as far back, didn't it? So then we can literally just yoink that piece. Keep turning them the wrong way, that's hilarious. Right. So that gives us the side. So that's both sides kind of planned and mapped. What would be good is if I can get to the point where we start working on getting the back piece to match up. Because well, that sent me a long way back. There we go. It's quite nice when you get to a point where it's like, yes, there's loads of pieces that now just clip in nice and neatly. Again, it sends me shooting back instead of just extending their view. That's weird. Right, and we'll have to... Now that we're at the back, we need to... That's your standard feed down. Some of those pieces will be removed because of the whole back edge. So like I say, it would take a lot less parts if I was to use oversized parts. And I might do an oversized adjustment and see how many parts I can save. Because if you do a thing, one part takes over the space of 9. So, you know, that's quite a reduction that you're going to get. Right. You see, this is the key now. Keeping it to that angle, but then changing it to that angle for where the back leans out. So that's fun. So I'll probably have to... Hang on. Right, let's go to a wall. Yeah, I'm just mapping this out at the minute. So yes, we've got the joys of lining that up, and of course, conveniently, that is not a perfect start from that end, is it? Right. So, I need to make where that comes in a perfect match to that. So, let's have a look. We are... how far out are we? Is that really just... I think it might be one adjustment. Oops, wrong one. One adjustment point out. So we do that. Then we go to the triangles, because we like triangles. No, I need it the other way. I've done that. Hang on. We'll do that, then that. Well, actually, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to copy it. We'll do that. Then we use the triangles. Then we bring that one back in, like so. And then if we remove that, ooh, Nat's Testiglione. Okay, yeah, this is where the lightbox movement would work. So unless I can get one more nudge, would one more nudge actually... let's because it's got to go that way, so if we go there and there to there, then we go copy, store, copy, fuck, oh well, let's get a bit closer to the situation. Right. Yeah, it for some reason it shoots you away from your viewpoint, which is a little on the weird side now. So copy. Make sure it's green. Store. Copy. Glitch. There we go. No, I should have moved it the other way. Oh wow, brain not working. Yes, I needed to shunt that way, not away from away. Okay. Oh well, we're just going to redo that slightly differently. Hang on. Put you there. Then do you and you. Get rid of that one. Copy. Store. Copy. Fail. Let's try that one again. Copy, store, copy, glitch. Oh, come on, fingers. There we go. Laddie fingers. Right, so that does actually drop that to the wrong side. Yes, I need the half measurement, don't I? Right. So that one, it does come along there, but then it twists. Actually, that might actually have to be the one that it is, because this is going to twist an angle, isn't it? So it's going to be slightly curved on the back. Ooh, yes, that could be an issue. Right, copy, put you there. So your corner's right, but that piece there isn't. Right. Because we can see where that cuts through, but that's flat. Right. And it's there. So we've got two angles to work on again. Do you? Two angles to work from, with a third being the direction that we need to be. Yay, lovely. We'll have to fill in a little bit more of this space, or I'm going to fall through the damn thing. Of course, the other thing is, what are we going to use for the engines? Yay, because the engines are really big. I was actually looking at the rear end of a Star Destroyer yesterday, and realised that there's some engines which aren't lit up as well as the big primary three. So that's fun. Right, so we need to get the angle and the dangle. Not a perfect match at the very back of the ship, even though I got that angle adjusted. It's not a perfect lineup, which is annoying. Right, so what I need to do is get rid of that so I can see what I'm doing without it bouncing around. So we're going to have to tie onto there, pivot here to there. Right. The joys of everything. Is that actually lined up straight? Yes, that one is lined up straight. Right. So that's to there, but that's not where it needs to be, but it needs to pivot. Oh, we've got the joys of bloody circles again. Right. Right. Circles, more circles, and yes, more circles. Do you want more circles? More circles and you can shake a stick at. Arr! Oops. There we go. Yeah, so now I have to replicate that action that's there, but raised up for the corner. So, that's fun. Come on, snap point. Right, so we've got our two pieces there. And it should be, so if I put that there. Hello there, Nell, how are you doing? Are you having a wonderful moist day? Because, like I say, we've had a fair bit of rain, which, yeah, fair bit of rain. Are you enjoying your Corvette? Yes, meetings. I just completely didn't do that properly because I wasn't looking at the screen. Come on. It's yeah. It we got a bit of a downpour back. What time was it? I think it was practically noon, and it everyone had finished doing what they were doing. And we're like, oh, I know, we'll strike up an early lunch, and all of a sudden, it's like, hope no one's got the washing out. Right, let's remove that one and remove that one. That did not. Right, is that the one that's lined up? That is not the one that's lined up, which means I've got to do the wiggle jiggle, isn't it? That's it. Because you see, going there and dropping on there is completely opposite to what we need. So, turn that one back out. Which one of the 32 points is it that we need? Right, I need to put that 45-degree one back in from over here. Right, so I can take out that one, and now that I've got the 45, is it this one? I'm trying to remember. Right, so, and then, no, it was the other side. it was the other side. It wasn't that one at all. Right, okay, let's come on. There you go. Right, let's see if this is... No, it's not that one. So is it the other side of that one? Oops. Is that the one that's lined up? Thing is, I just don't want to stick down a full 32 set of planks. I bet it was the other side of the one that I did to start with, wasn't it? But not that one. Let's see if I can get... where is it? That one? That one. That one? That one. That one, I think. No, not that one. Other side. Other side. Because that's now... Hang on. Give me one of those. Or is that the one? Is that the one? No, they do get wider apart, don't they? Yeah, they get wider apart. Right, I need the other piece. It probably would have been quicker just to do it the other way, you know. But yeah. Right. That one and that one, so I need to get rid of that and that. Trying to keep my workspace tidy. Although that is not the 45-degree one, is it? That is not the 45-degree one. And that one. Right, so it's... Hang on a second. Is that the one that... Yeah, that's totally the wrong one. Oh. Right. Which way? But I am just going to have to do a full fucking circle, aren't I? And then fucking... Bleh. Yeah, that's totally the wrong place. Do 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 do. Yeah, we're just going to build a circle and have done. Because I completely fucking arsed that one. There's me trying to do a shortcut, and yeah, it didn't work. Come on. Come on. You can latch on. I'm going to have to get rid of those pieces of stuff. Because it's permanently wanting to fucking latch onto them. There we go. Right. Because I've got the circle underneath, which doesn't exactly help. But we will... That did not work. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now, we go... Come on. I need to get my angles right. Come on, get the angles right. There we go. And then we need... No, I didn't want that. I wanted that. And I'm sure I've just got that on the wrong one. Getting there. Problem is I'm forgetting which ones I've clicked onto and which ones I've not bloody clicked onto. No problem. Enjoy your meeting anyway. And if you are late, just blame it on the mad person. Right, we can see where we've got the pieces missing there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I got that one wrong, didn't I? Is that the one? No. Because that one. Yeah, I'm missing the one that's between there and there, which should be that's one of them. Let's have a look. That one and that one. That's the 45-degree one. That's that one. And then no, I've already put that one down. So 2 pieces missing. You gotta love all these pieces, haven't you? Right. Right, let's go to, let's just see how far out we are at the minute. Give me a short while. So hang on a minute. Is that the one? Come on, come on. No. Remove. There's so many snap pints. That's on that side. I want it on that one. Right there. I wonder if I use the short wall that will help. No, not there, not there. There's a lot of snap points. So many snap points. Right, hang on, if I can take out that one. I think it's that one right there that we need. I can highlight it, but if I... Okay, let's use a full-sized one and see if that's going to help me. Too many snap points. Too many snap points. Right, that one's actually in line, but it's not in the right place. Yes, that is the one we finally fucking need. Fuck. Right. But we need it to snap to the end of that square, not the one that it's on. It needs to go to that there. Right, I tell you what I can do. I can do... Will that fit? I don't know. I don't know. But since that's the one I need, if I take that off, Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's right there. It's in the right angle. It's in the right place. Why won't it snap? I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's right there. Hang on a minute. If I... There's nothing around it. Why won't anything snap to that? The one piece I need. Hang on, hang on. Remove. Remove. I don't get it. We've got a piece all on its own. And nothing will snap to it? I don't get it. Something is broken. Something is very broken. Okay. Small square. No? Oh. So we finally get it in the right place, the right orientation to drop a line. So basically, I will use that, but on that square, to be able to force a piece out to be able to get it to line up, and then it'll take it through the top back leading edge. But for whatever reason, just at the minute, I'm probably going to have to do an entire reload of game. The one piece which has nothing attached to it. I do wonder if there's more than one piece there, but I don't want to risk deleting it on the grounds that if I do, I'm going to have a problem with the rest. Tell you what we can do. Tell you what we can do. We haven't made a save for a little while, so I'm going to... Having said that, there's... Ooh! Little marker there, right. I wonder if I've actually loaded 3 or 4 pieces on top of each other, and that's what's caused the problem. Because that's a possible. If I have somehow managed to get too many pieces on top of each other, that is definitely a possible. Right, so again we go in and we grab a small square. There we grab a big square. The center of that square is therefore the piece that we need. Second time lucky. I'm sure other people don't go through this crap. Right. And of course we'll pop that back momentarily. And we need to point there. then we can there. Right. So we need to keep a mark on the points. I need another wall. Give me a wall. No, not there though. Right, so there we go. We've got our marker point there. Right. Now if I put you there and another one. That didn't work. There we go. Now remove that. And remove that because I don't need it now because I explained what that was for before. Before. Right. So we've got our basic pieces. Yes, we don't need this. So we've not got the lined up square, but we don't need to worry about that. So we've got this one here, which goes there, which does not go there because it latched onto the wrong piece. What the hell? Oh, get that. It locked onto the wire. The wire of the other piece of the build that I didn't need to worry about at the minute. Okay, that just makes perfect sense. Right. There. Come on, fingers. Right, let's try for this side first. Quite. Right, hang on. Now, I just want to test, because... Come on. There we go. That looks like... That looks like it's lined up. That is lined up, right. So now we've got it sorted on this one. Fuck, you know. Right. So if I remove that, and then from that one we need a half wall. Like so. And from that half wall, we stick that there. And that lines up. That's weird. Okay. That is weird. Never mind. If we do that, like so, that does give us our back edge as intended. And yes, we can see it still matches up there nicely. go. And a lot of that's going to be hidden by any offset on those pieces will be hidden by the piece that's there. So there we go. So this is what the other side should have looked like. I'm guessing there is more than one piece stacked on top of the thing, because if you drop so many pieces in, it's like when I was doing the Enterprise style build. If you drop one piece inside another piece, then the next pieces to the side of it won't necessarily snap in. You have to glitch them in. But it does mean that's there. All I need to do now is tweak this so this corner doesn't have pieces sticking out like this here at the minute, because obviously that's now sticking out. And of course I've got to do this on the underside. All good fun. Yeah, I wasn't bold before I started. Of course, the thing is, because it's tilted, you have to do this on the underside as well. So now that I can take those out, like that, I actually have to, and I can even, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to take out the wires, because I've got to do this on this underside tilt, which means I've got to do it upside down. Upside down, I mean back. And I don't need this anymore, because this was the thing that set up the actual angle of dangle to get to where it needed to be, which dictated the whole rear shape in the first place. Which also means I can now take out that. I'll take that out. I'll leave that wire there for now. But these wires can go. Right. So you can see this one actually sticks out beyond where it's meant to go along that line. This marks just the back section. So we've got all the joints there. I'm not going to put the side pieces in just yet, because obviously it's got fucking dark on this planet all of a sudden, hasn't it? Bloody hell. But yeah, so I mean, you can see how the pieces have merged in. That's neat and tidy. I like that. Neat and tidy. I like a bit of neat and tidy. There's a few bits that aren't as neat and tidy as that, but you know, we'll go make another save whilst it's dark, because no one can really see much when it's dark, but at least it's not as dark as some. Ooh, that's weird. It suddenly just got lighter while I'm in a ship with no lights, and it just got lighter. That was weird. Go back outside and it's dark again. But yeah, like I say, if you can imagine 9 of these panels, that's what one oversized panel would fill in. So basically 900 parts suddenly shrinks to 100 parts. Oh, right. So now I've got that. Obviously I've got this piece here to wiggle waggle and try to organize the bits. Now, the easy way, because obviously that would stick out the back, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have to, I'll need, see, 3 small pieces would fit perfectly in, leaving me with just the very back corner, and nothing actually has the angle, because you see it's not a 90-degree angle. That's actually quite an awkward shape, isn't it? So I mean, it's like, if you can imagine, you've got. I'll just use these as an example. So if you can imagine, you've got that one in place, and then that's that's the edge, and then you've got, hang on, there you go, that one there. This is just for, oh, really? You, I have no idea why it decided to do that. That was annoying. In fact, just for cheatingness, just because it's for demonstration purposes only. By putting that there, this just helps me line up the piece I need. So this is tipped in slightly, if you can, like so. And then no matter which way around you look at it, you see that one's going to stick out the back. That one's going to leave a little ding in the corner, which is probably going to be the neater way of doing it, thinking of it. Because it's still not going to recess as far as the other piece. So it put a light on it so people can actually see what's going on. So yeah, so these two would snap in. That one snaps onto the top piece that goes at the new angle, and so with that piece, obviously there hopefully won't be a nick there. And the fact that that just kinks out like that, not a problem. So the question is, will it work? That is the question. So, do a quick organization. Grab a nice clean piece, which I will just stick there. Delete that piece, then stick you, then you, then come to here, there, and if I stick you, oh, it's going to stick out. It's still going to stick. Hang on. I will stick that there. But triangles. Everyone say with me, triangles. So we stick that there. Stick that there. Go up there. Is that a bit far? I'm not sure if that's a bit far. Delete that one. Grab you. Grab you. It's not perfect. And then we remove you, 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 and you. Right. Close. Close, but no cigar. So it's not going to stick out beyond that piece, and we're not going to end up with a gap. We just need to do a micro adjustment on it. But it does give you an idea of how to finish off the corner. Which is fun. Of course, Wolfie has all the answers, so he's probably laughing and thinking, well, if you do it this way. I mean, the fact that they line up as neatly as that as well, that's rather nice. Not perfect fit. But it's not bad. Because the other thing is, of course, one of the next bits is to be able to get... We've got... Oh, the light's coming up. We've got the big top bit to sort out, which is going to have the domes and stuff. And then we've got the various things. Actually, I've just had a thought. I don't know about scaling. I don't know about scaling at all. I should have just probably dropped another bloody save beacon. But we're gonna try this out here. You know nothing. I don't believe you. Right. Catalog. Here we go. Building parts. Freighter. Basic. Buildable. So the question is, where would the Corvette part be? That's the point. Where would the Corvettes be? Because I was just suddenly thinking to myself, first of all, domes are a pain in the backside. But for those who have built Corvettes, of which there's one. It's funny that it actually looks red from the underside, but it's not red. I was wondering if I could do the cash pin to do so. Just realised that rear piece there is the wrong piece, and so is that piece there. I've got the wrong pieces on the underside of my ship. Cool. That was clever. Right. So if I'm in build mode, because you can see how you can highlight parts of your ship. There you go. Now these domes are probably too small. Part duplicated. I don't believe you. No, that's just the... that was just literally the thing there. So, part duplicated. Won't let me move. You see, even when you move up into the realms of being near your ship, although at the minute that's showing me as having all the various build parts for the base, because I'm standing on the base. Part duplicated. Nope. Do not do that. That is not what I wanted you to do. Just out of interest, can I move? This is probably a really dumb thing to do. Cannot delete. I didn't want to delete, I wanted to move it. It does say part picked up though, which is the hilarious bit. So if I do that, it's just going to drop the wire down, isn't it? Because I was in wire mode. Need to find out where the parts are in the catalogue to tell you all about your I wonder if they've deliberately not put them in. Just because I love also how half the catalogue is empty. For you know, you know you've got all the stuff there, but nah, they've removed all the bits. You see, freighter construction. It shows you all your parts for the freighter construction. Which, I mean, yeah. But the freighter parts are not in the whole thing. So that's a bit of a boob. I will have to check the scaling for how tall the various pieces of the command section is, because I think I need to go a bit higher than what I've gone there for the whole thing. Because when I was checking something over, and I'm like, yeah, that needs to be taller, definitely. Yes, interesting robots on this one. If anyone's interested in a walking archive. I do think I am definitely going to have to see about sorting out some of the parts for oversized parts, just because of the issue with how many parts this is going to take. Because it is literally, I don't know, I'm potentially going to run out of build pieces, which is annoying. I mean, I did a test years ago when there was a whole debate about how many parts on a save you can have, and yeah, it was far too easy to hit 16,000 parts just by making squares. I mean, and I'm not kidding, squares. Every 10 by 10 square of parts using floor panels like this, that's 100 parts. And you go through and you only need 3,000 per base. And that's it. You literally run out of parts. I mean, as an idea, I mean, this is what 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's about 12 at the back. So that means with a bit of getting there at the front. So 1/4 of the hull of the ship is knocking on for 400 parts ish. So if we're a little bit more cautious, I would probably say that 2,000 parts are going to be used just in the hull of the ship. Then there's the rest of the bits, such as the docking bay, the engines, and the bridge. And I'll only have 1,000 parts left. And I've already used probably 100 or more in the docking bay. Plus I've got the bit I'm going to have where you come along in the corridor to get to the thing, teleport up to the bridge, some decoration in the bridge. I am going to save parts here because anything that's hidden underneath here, for example, those parts are going to then be removed, which is nice. And I will see about doing the oversized pieces, but then you have to drop them down a bit. So, I mean, it's like here, if I go into there, so I mean, there's 9 squares. If I put a support piece in the middle, not only does it like triple the size of a piece, so one floor is 9 of those, it's also 3 times the thickness as well. So you then end up having to put your mounting point that it's going to go to lower down. That or Rastalite or DG Squared is going to come in and say, well, actually, you can do it this way. And I'll be like, really? That it was that easy? Because I don't know, I still have problems snapping oversized parts into place. I know the technique. It works 1 in 100 for me. I will blame my fingers. It's bound to be my hands. Timing. It's always down to timing. That's what it is. Always down to timing. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do another save. Now that we've done that. Don't fall over there. And that teleporter, this teleporter is going to get moved, so people who do land on the landing bays lower down will be able to teleport up near the landing pad. The other thing is, one discussion that was being had the other day was to do with the way corvettes dock. Now, anyone who's seen how they dock with your freighter, my suggestion is that we could do, because obviously you can hover over the ground, get out of your seat rather than landing, and you can teleport down to the surface. But that's still a bit annoying. If you've got a base, you might have a tower base or a floating base, that's non-functional then, and then you end up doing what I did and getting caught out, where you kind of stuck in your skydive pose. So what I was thinking is, if we had a blue circle that snaps into place where you could put it off to the side near a base, just like there is with the freighter, as soon as you place it down, it would then tell you where do you want the teleporter, and then you could put the teleporter wherever you want to in the base, and it automatically links to that corvette parking space. Neat and tidy, very simple to do. Well, very simple for someone like No Man's Sky, because basically the technology is already in place. They've already got it. They've already got the abilities in place. I have got a feeling I'm going to have to take a risk and delete this part, because I think there's more than one part there. Part of that is the fact that you can see it flash. Because if I just go on there is a flash to it, but there's no flicker. Here, there's a flicker. If you look at it, you can see there's a flicker, especially here, and you get that from multiple surfaces. Right. 3, 2, 1. There you go. I've just deleted it, and it's still there. Right. Do. There you go. Right, now I need to do what I did before. I had to drink a lot of Dr. Peppers to build my courage up there. Right. And then come on. Right, now I need to get rid of that, that, and that. Wow. Really? Do I have to remove that one before it'll let me pop this one in? Get rid of that one. Wow, that... Okay, let's take you. There we go. Then this side isn't quite as lush and flush in places. But there we go. So now, there you see, we've got a nice rear edge on there, which is what we're aiming for. Now let's see if I can get these pieces sorted out. Ooh, hang on. Message. And the message says, "You are currently suffering low power." That's not a surprise, consider it. So, there we go. Come on. Remove that. Well, look at that. The automated message system works. Why will you not? Oh, I bet it's that again. Hello, Amir. How are you doing? Oh, why are you... So, you fit perfectly fine there, but you won't... Right, so... Oh, I know. It's because there's probably still two... Oh, no, there was only one. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now it wants to play silly buggers. Every position you want except for the one that it actually should be in. What? There! Fucking get in. So yeah, there you go. One awkward, very awkward back edge. I've got to repeat all this for the underside edge. So I might do that, some of that off camera, and that way, the next time we jump in, we can either be doing the engine section, the top section with the domes, and of course we've got the whole bit with the corridor mechanism leading from the thing there. And then we've got, oh my god, the joy, of course. I forgot, didn't I? I forgot. We've got the joy of the nose. Of course. The joy of the nose. So, I mean, I'll get rid of the wires and stuff, because obviously we've now got move some of these parts off, but the nose, of course, right, and you can see where that we then need to do a little wiggle jiggle for the nose piece, but that's oh great, now I've got another random part somewhere. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's the random part? Where is it? There's a piece sticking out down the back end there, I can see, that's not meant to be there. Where's the random? Yeah, there we go. There's the random part. Cheers for that. Oh, no. Don't go up there. Right, here we go. Ooh, there, right. Try that one again without making as much of a mess of it. Right. And like I say, little... that would stick up, wouldn't it? That's really annoying. I'll stick a small piece in there. And it's like that one, I'll have to stick a small piece there and whittle this. But, it's gone dark again. The nose. This is going to be the bit. The nose. Because if I do that, I'll have to draw the other pieces down. Yeah, some people fully think, oh yeah, Star Destroyer, dead simple shape. Real simple shape, like, you know, it's, so I mean, that brings you leading edge, and I'll just back those two off. There you go. So you can see how the bottom edge of that there will come along to the point. So actually, let me just have a little... Do they actually have a blunt nose, or are they a true point? That is the question. And some of them are all out blunt. Some of them are pointy. Okay. So it depends on the Venerators, which have the easier top piece to build. They don't have the domes, they don't have the iconic bridge with the radar domes. They have a central bit with two towers that go up. They also have a big red stripe that goes from where the cargo bay is to the front of the ship, which also looks flat. So they've got three edges on the ship. But even the classic design has a slight blunting of the nose. Ooh, that's going to make life a bit easier, isn't it? Bloody hell. Right, let me have a look at this. This is where we zoom in on pictures. Yes, it's got a blunt front end. So rather than coming to a true point, I mean, it's a small blunt. It's basically that piece there, between those 2 points, is where it would then blunt off. So rather than the wings that I've got. So let's see if I take that one out and that one out. I need, yes, reset that. Grab that. that one there will have to come down from the top rather than... Right, there we go. So we can go to that point where they match and blunt it at that point. We'll just have to make sure that... Yeah, because that sticks out, so we need to bring it along. There we go. Let me have a quick check. So that one folds back on itself. And then we've just got that very little, because you see that would stick out, unfortunately, from the right-hand side as you're looking at it, even though it would give us more of a blunted front end. So I take it your internet is back, Mia? Hopefully it didn't take too long for it to get done. I mean, these days, you know, I mean, something like that, you can't afford it not to work. Right, so what do I do to the front end? The front end's got a load of greeblies in it. So it's quite an interesting looking thing when you look at the details of what there is. And there are some circular pieces which I think are that way, which are quite cool. So I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to reproduce it, but I will do what I can. Oops. There we go. So I can remove that and that. I mean, the fact that all this front section that was built for it. Do that. So let's have a look and see how well we are doing. So we've got our nose, the sides. Obviously, it looks like parts are missing at the back because I'm in camera mode and I'm quite far out. That's the problem with big builds, of course, because you then end up with gaps and stuff. I should have been, if I go a little further back, like so, that'll do. There we go. Right. And now at least the back of the ship's intact. Shadows popping in and out. Corvette sat loitering. So we've got a lot of the superstructure kind of in place. We've got the nose almost ready. We've got the back top side finally lined up. So like I say, I will work on the rear section on the underside to get it all sorted, and in fact excuse me, there we go. So like I say, we do have the point that we needed. I think it looks better from the other side, actually. Let's swing round. We've got a slight gap in the back, but that can be, we'll get that fixed. And I've got a slight tweaking to do on a micro adjustment. But there we go. So we've got part of the back shape sorted out. We've got the nose sorted out, filled in a bit more of the design, and only tore out a little bit of hair, which, you know, isn't too bad. We managed quite well, I think, on that. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. Thanks everyone for stopping by and having a look. Like I say, I'll do a little bit of more work on the underside, bring it in line with the thing, and then we'll either do the tower or the engine bays next time. If you are doing Corvettes, have fun. If you're in my Discord, you can drop in pictures of your No Man's Sky Corvettes. The fact you can put decals on the outside and light them up makes it good. That decal there is not lit up though, that's just decal. And I mean, this ship's going to get a makeover. But yes, so I will catch everyone again soon. Next week, not too sure. I think something's noted possibly for Thursday. Tuesday, still not quite got that decided just yet, but I'll get something in Discord on the schedule page as soon as possible. And I will catch everyone later. So until next time, I'll learn how to speak, and then I will catch everybody later. Thanks very much for being here, and until next time, bye.